wanted to take a minute and talk about how I initially got interested in fitness. I grew up playing football and lifting weights and was always into it at a pretty young age, but the thing that really impacted me was when I was a young man, a sophomore in college, and my dad had a heart attack. I was 19 or 20 and he was in his early 40s, and I remember getting the call and how upset I was, and it kind of rocked my world because I always thought my dad was invincible and he was my hero growing up, and always looked up to him, and to see him have this heart attack at this relatively young age was pretty shocking. And over the next 20 years, I saw him have multiple heart attacks, a kidney transplant, stroke, a cerebral hemorrhage, and on and on and on. He had some of the worst health I've ever seen. And so it kind of gets to my point, which is I believe that the main reason he had all those health problems was stress. He raised 5 kids with my mom, and we were never rich by any means. We were totally middle class, but they basically put all their efforts into our education, their money, their time. They were either, taking us to sports or paying for us to go to schools, and I think it was very stressful on my dad. And I think it took a toll on him and eventually took his health, unfortunately. Looking back on it, I think one of the things that really bothered me about it the most was my dad was playing by society's rules. I felt like he went to college, put himself through college and graduate school, became a lawyer, worked very hard, and did everything he was supposed to, but he still had these negative health consequences, which, like I said, I think were a lot of the result of his hard work and effort and trying to put us through school and all these things. And it really bothered me that here was a situation where he was playing by the rules and doing everything he should. Now, he didn't make the perfect health choices by any means, but he didn't have the worst health choices either. He wasn't overweight or anything like that. He definitely made better food choices and some other things. But I also realized, even at that time, I realized that it was very hard for people that were working and raising kids and doing all of the things that life requires for most Americans to also incorporate fitness and health. And so for some reason, it just really bothered me from that young age. I knew there was something about that just seemed unfair, if that's the right word. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it was disturbing to me to see that he was someone that was trying to contribute to his family and society and work, and fitness and health was off the radar, and it just wasn't practical for him, it seems like, in many ways. And so part of my passion, my inspiration for what I do is to help define people like my dad, find ways to help them incorporate a fitness routine into their life, that is realistic and practical, not something that is 2 hours a day or trying to become a bodybuilder or get six-pack abs. I mean, those things are all fine for people that are progressed down the line, but I think the people that I'm most passionate about working with are the people that are out there working hard, doing their best, dealing with the stress of life, and having a hard time finding fitness in that routine, in that schedule. And I think that's extremely common, and I don't think the fitness industry really addresses that demographic in a way that's really effective. A lot of our images are great of idealized body images and things like that, but I don't think we oftentimes are open enough to people that are like my dad and people similar to him, hardworking men and women that are trying to just maybe start small and slowly progress, or maybe they don't even want to because they don't think they have the energy or whatever the case may be. But in any case, that's kind of where I came from initially with fitness, and over time hopefully been able to help a few people in this regard, and want to continue to improve that and improve my message on reaching more people that hopefully can avoid some of the health problems that my dad experienced and hopefully live a long, happy life. So that's just my thought for the day, and welcome any comments or any questions or any other thoughts on this. So thanks so much.